Hi everybody, and welcome to video 8 in our Winter Cottage series. Now, first of all, let's get the business out of the way. Make sure you go over and see us at the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and over at the Junk Journal Tutorials and More Facebook group. We've got lots of great stuff going on. And if you're watching this series in a row, you're probably really tired of hearing me say this. But I would be thrilled if you guys would come over and look around and chat with our other people there and check out all the videos and the posts and everything. And it's a lot of fun, and we have special things that we do on Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and Sunday. So you're going to like that. Okay, now when we left off, we had finished the stack here. We'd finished section 2, except for putting the closure on it. Now, we had done such a good job with the magnets that we wouldn't have even needed a closure, except for this section right here. When I put these on, it disrupted our magnets. Actually, this is the one. I don't even feel a magnet there. Do we need a magnet there? Is that what the problem is? There's a magnet there. There's a magnet there, right? There's a magnet right here. If we put a magnet on the back, let's check this out. I'm not sure that would hold it shut. I don't want to put it on and waste it. That's definitely not going to hold it shut. I think that's our only two choices. It wants to, but it's just too thick. So we're going to go ahead and tie it shut. So let's take our ribbon . Or did I want to use this one? This one's a little more substantial, I think. Oh, I started to take my clothes out of the dryer and I totally got distracted. I have a friend coming over on the ferry. I live in the Seattle area, and she's coming across the sound right now. And so if you hear my phone ding, I'm sorry. That's her messaging me that she got off the ferry and that she's going to be here in a few minutes. So we'll have to split the video, which is no big deal. We do it all the time, don't we? Okay, so we want to see how long we need this to be. That's obviously way too long. So to close that, that's still too long. We go here, and we go here. Well, we wouldn't need it that long if we didn't do it across the back. But you know, that's one way to make sure they're lined up, isn't it? I've got a ton of this. Plenty to do the other two if we need to. So let's well, all we have to do is turn it over. Oops. We need this much on that side. We're not tying anything. And then let's make an equal amount. No, we're going to want a little bit longer on one side because we're going to overlap. So if we put this here, and we've got plenty of room for the overlap here, so we can make the other side shorter. Yeah, shorter than this even. Alright, let's glue this down in the center. Put it right over that tab. Okay, so where this line is right where we want the top of these flowers. And we're not going to glue it in the book yet because we want to be able to decorate the covers while it's still laying flat without these being inside. Okay. So we've got that. You know what I want to do? I think I want to do this. Just to kind of stabilize it until the glue dries. Okay, so we've got this. We'll be trimming that. And where's the end? Then to overlap, if we overlap, this is going to be a little bit more. I want to try to put the button close to the center. It doesn't matter, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter where it ends up, but my neighbors upstairs are doing their laundry too. Okay. So let's cut this piece here. Okay, let's get it straight across. And I wrote on here, this goes in section 2. Okay, now we're going to put the, oh no, does this magnet not hold either? Yeah, it looks like it's going to. Okay, so now we've got that. We've got this. We don't want to overlap that far. Let's put the dot on where we want it. We can trim it after that. How about that? Okay. We're going to glue the lace to the clear side. So let's go with this one. Oh, I wish I hadn't used the one with the holes now. So we'll put this one, put a little bit of glue on it. Let's try not to get it on the acetate, Terry. Okay. Where do we want it? Okay, I'm just trying to line this up into the center. It's sticking to my finger, and the glue is sticking to the lace, which is what we want it to do, but okay. Then we're going to let that dry for a second, because we don't want to lay it over and get it on the acetate. Let's protect the acetate. How about that? So now we'll put a little bit of glue on this side. And we'll glue it to this one. We want it to be pretty snug. And we want it to be straight. Then we're going to trim this just a little bit, probably right here where this circle is. Let's get the button on there and see what it looks like. Here's our button. We're going to do it like we did the other one. Just want to be careful. We don't want to glue our paper towel on either. Okay, so there's our button. Yeah, we don't want to glue the paper towel, that's for sure. Now, we can also put a second Velcro dot on here, and a second button, so that we can adjust it if we need to. We've got this paper towel under here right now, and that might make a difference in our tightness. Oops. That's not working very well. Glued it shut. There we go. And then we'll glue this one. Need to move our button over to the center. Okay, and then we need to glue this to the back of the button. It's glued to that, and then we'll let everything dry and we'll test it. If I need to, if I absolutely need to, I can use a magnet and cover it with a little piece of paper, you know, with one of those little circles. and then leave the button on the front. It'll look a little odd. No, we wouldn't even be able to do that. We would be able to put a second Velcro side on. That's dry. Let's see where we're at. Yeah, that's going to hold it shut. You know, I'm tempted to just leave that for now. Let's just leave it. See how things go. Everything seems to be dry. I really like it. I like it with that little flower button on there. I've got 2 more buttons in case we need them. We have lots of dots. We have our paper towel still. So let's set this section aside in the book cover. Okay, now the next section of the book cover is full-sized. So we can use the 8.5 by 11 and fold it in half. We're going to do a little more traditional flip-flop for this section. And then I was thinking in the last section it would be kind of fun to do an envelope stack. Not too big a one, because you can get those really fat really quick, and we need to be cognizant of how thick each section is so that when we fold them together they don't skew the cover. So let's start the next section. I don't know how far we'll get before I get the "we're almost here" text. So we'll see. I'm very excited. I decided to make this video because I couldn't sit still. So we're going to take this, and we're going to fold it in half. And this is going to be our base. Now, the center of the book is going to be this way. So we're going to want the main thing to open that way. All right? So we're going to use the bone folder. What's going on there? Okay. Now we're going to take another piece and we're going to attach it here. But we're going to cut it as well, because if we just fold it in half, I remember how I want to do this. I thought I had it figured out. We have this here. We cut the pieces. That's what we do. So if we glue this on at 1/4, this is 5.5. So we want this to be 5.5, because that'll make it 1/4 of an inch shorter. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so if we score this at 1/4, sorry about having my hand warmers on, I forgot. But now that I've got them on, I'm going to leave them on. Got paper stuck on them. So we're going to... we're going to fold this. So that's a quarter taken off the width. I'm listening to Christmas music still, like I was in the last video. And you would not believe how many different people sing the same song. You know, like I've heard probably 4 different versions of Let It Snow. I'm mitering the corners, just trimming it at an angle. Make sure you don't go past the crease. Okay, so we're going to glue this on here. I'm getting hungry too, of course. I should eat a granola bar real quick. We're going to put this on this way, and you see it'll be 1/4 of an inch shorter. A lot of times we do a 1/2 inch, but I think this time I want the extra width. So we're going to glue it on. Oh, you know what? I'm going to have to put you on pause because I haven't moved my car. I totally forgot. She won't have anywhere to park if I don't. Okay, let's get this all lined up. Okay, all right, now I'm gonna stop you here for now, and then when I come back, then we'll finish building this. All right, well, I got my car moved in time, and I've had my visit with Claudine, and that was so much fun. And I've also discovered something else, and you guys have to promise not to laugh. Okay, well, you can laugh a little bit. I'm the one that ordered this. I ordered it from Amazon, but it was from one of those smaller shops that sells through Amazon. And I didn't realize that it wasn't actually Amazon themselves. And so when it came and I saw the name of the little shop, I thought, that's a shop I've never heard of before. And then I realized when I looked in my orders, and then there it was, and there was the name of the little shop. So it was me that sent it to myself. So Merry Christmas to me. Anyway, all right, so let's keep going here. So we're at 5 1/4. So then we're to make it 1/4 smaller, it would be 4 3/4. And so then what we would want would be 5. Okay, so let's make a piece 5 inches wide, because we've got the 1/4 that we're going to score it at. I've got out a couple of scraps, so I didn't have to use a new paper every time. So we're going to score this at 1/4. Ow. I can't be trusted around anything, not even the scoreboard now. Pretty soon I'm going to be down to no equipment whatsoever. No sharps, no anything. Alright, so now we're going to want to fold this at the 1/4. Now you can do a half if you want to. I just think I'll be okay with a 1/4. Let me do something with this. They were under my sweater, so I didn't realize. These are the coolest things. I love these. My phone is going crazy all of a sudden. Okay, so now this is on, the open side is on this side. So we're going to put this here. Okay, so we're going to glue it. We're going to trim it. It just makes it less bulky at the corners, and you don't see it as much. It's easier when you paper it to not see the corner that much. Okay, so we're going to glue this on. Oh my goodness. My phone is going nuts. It's all Facebook. I can hear it on my computer first, and then I hear it on my phone. So as soon as we're done, I'll have to check it and see. Maybe we're having chat early. That would be fun. Okay, I think I got a little bit of glue on there. So now we're going to put this on here. Okay. And I think we'll actually do one smaller one. So that means this should be 4 3/4, or no, 5. Nope, 4 3/4. So then we want to make it 4 1/2 plus a 1/4 to fold it. So we're going to go 4 3/4, and then we'll make that our last one. Which is actually one extra than I normally do. So that way we'll get a little bit more bulk. The one we just finished is nice, and I like it a lot. But I wish it would have had a little bit more thickness to it. So we'll do less magnets since we're going to be tying it together, and maybe a little bit more thickness. I'm going to do the same thing. And miter the corners. And I still have Christmas music going. I love Christmas music. Christmas music and decorating for Christmas. That's what I like about Christmas. and seeing your friends. Okay, we're going to put this on the outside of this one. Like I said, this is one more than I usually do, so we'll have an extra 2 pages. It doesn't seem straight. It's not. There we go. Sorry, I wasn't showing you what I was doing. I'm making sure this is straight across, which I didn't do a very good job right there. Okay. Now, let me see about the paper that I had for this. We're going to make a little pad of paper. This is coffee dyed paper. This is typing paper. This is the picture I want to use. Okay, get this over here. Cut it this wide. It's wider than I thought. That's good. Because we only did the 1/4 inches. I didn't want to get too small. Even though the super small is fun, in this particular case, I just didn't want to. Okay. So that looks right. We'll set that to the side. We're going to work on this paper. I can't believe I ordered this myself and I forgot. Stormy Sky. I love it so much. See, and I love the coverage that this oxide gives us. Okay, so now we have to think about how we're going to do this. I'd like to put this right here so we can see the cabin. Then what we're going to do is we're going to attach it with, this is the cover, and then put the ribbon through so that the paper can be replaced. Now, these are scraps that I had when I cut the edge off a piece of paper, folded in half. So the thing about that is, if you want to replace the paper, you'd have to take it all out and take this piece out. So you'd have to wait until you're done. So I'm trying to decide whether I should go ahead and cut them in half. And I'm thinking maybe I should. That way you could replace the papers one at a time. So I think I'm going to do that. Let's do that now. What is that song? On the first day of Christmas, my true love gave to me. Can't believe I don't know the name of that song. Okay, so now we've got this many. And we're going to take it and we're going to cover it and then we're going to put a back piece on. So let's take one of these and we want to cover it with and have a little flap over the top. So we want to go, let's do it this way, and then we'll add a half at the bottom, or let's add 3/4 at the bottom. We'll make our mark. Where's my pencil? So there's our mark about how long our paper is with our border. We don't want a border. Not doing a paper. We want to put this in the corner. I've only done one of these before, so okay, so here's our line. Then we have to have enough paper at the top to fold it over and then have it come down so that we can punch the holes in it and put the ribbon. Okay, so we're going to go 3/4 of an inch longer. Or should I go longer? It's not that thick. It's kind of thick. It's 1/4 of an inch right there. 1/2 an inch on either side. I forgot about the back. So it's 1 inch. Let's make it 1.25 inches long. So then what we really want is the width. And we do want a border on that. So we'll go this far. Then we want it to go 1 inch longer than this. Okay, that's 5.5. So we want to go 6.5. We'll see if this works. Now, let's do the width, because I cut off whatever I had marked. So, we've got our border. And we've got this much. I wonder if I took into account the length of the back. I don't think I did. I just did the cover. Oh, that's all right. Well, no, it's not. This would be the perfect size if I didn't need to do the back. Or I could just leave it coffee dyed on the front with the flap. We ended up with it being too long. So this is how tall it is. We want it to be no, let's try 3/4. So it's 2 3/4. So okay, so we want to score it here. We'll see if this is right. If this doesn't work, then what we'll do is we'll turn the paper the other way so that it's 11 inches long, and then we will do the double so we have the front and the back, and then kind of like the idea of having the coffee dyed on the front, and then we'll just put something on the top piece. All right, so we scored that. It's a little teeny bit short. No, it's the same length. We've got the width. Okay. So now we want to I want to paper clip this. Do it this way. And then we'll put a hole on either side. So let's get our ruler. I never did measure how wide it was at all. And we'll get our zeroing side with the 0 in the middle. And one and a half. 1 3/4. Let's go over that much. So that's 1 and 7/8. There's 1. Oh. Okay, 1.5 looks like it's going to be close enough. So then 3/4 of an inch over on each side. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. That should be where we put our holes. And we're going to put them through all of them at once. So this might make some noise. And I'm going to use, using this thinner ribbon, so we should be able to get it through the smaller hole. We can always make the hole bigger, but we can't make it smaller. No, that wasn't so bad at all. Okay. Now we'll take this ribbon and it's okay that we leave the paper clip on there. And we need enough to make a bow. We can always cut it off if you remember, but we can't add it on. So then we'll take this side. See, I didn't take into account this. I'm trying to fold it in half so I can push it through the hole. So I had it folded in half. I did it the first time. That was a lot quicker. way when you want to replace the papers, you just undo the bow. Okay. I'm not sure I did that correctly. I'm not very good at doing bows. Okay, let's have some of it hanging down. Great. Maybe I didn't cut it at all. Okay, so that's that. I may untie it and work on the bow, because I don't think I have it correctly done. Okay, so that's going to be our top. Now we need a way to attach it to here. So what I think we'll do is we'll use a piece of acetate, and we will make, not this one, I guess that's what I've got left unless I cut another, nope. There's some right here. So this piece can be thrown away. So let's take and make it, I don't know, about that wide. Let's see if that's enough. Okay, that's too wide for the paper. I'm going to cut it just inside of there. And then that should be the right size. Okay, so let's glue either side of it to the paper. Now that's not dry, so we're going to have to take this back out, but I just want to make sure. About the height. Yes, it needs to go up. And then it needs to be straight across. Let's try that. Okay, that looks good. And is it straight? No. Can't see where it's going. Okay, it looks like I measured that wrong. Oh, just that one part. Cut just a little teeny tiny bit crooked. And I should have inked this blue. Okay. I know there's a way to do that where the both threads come down, both ribbon pieces come down on the same side. And this is loose now, so I'm going to have to retie it. But let's get it inked first, and then we'll be out of time. So what we'll do is we'll get this far, then we will attach this to the, we'll have to ink it, and then attach it to the page. And then we'll have to put something on the front in the corner just so that it's not just this. Okay? Alright, so that's what we're going to do next time. I'll go ahead and ink this off camera. We're going to do that next time. And then we're going to go on to the next page and do that. And we're going to try to do 2. Okay? Alright, I'll see you in the next video. And that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Bye-bye.